kept fighting, kept battling, and to the end. I'm pretty confident if we play like that the rest of the season, these are going to start turning into wins. It's frustrating right now, but we've always been a team that speaks about the process, and that's what we got to stick to.
A couple of bad breaks, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
How as a team you can.
That stuff happens. That's part of the game. It's gonna, and at the same time they had some really skilled players make some skilled plays. But we played good enough hockey. It wasn't perfect, but it was good enough hockey where more times than that, if you play like that, you're going to be on the other side of it. And tonight we weren't. Obviously, with the way things are going right now, it's frustrating, but nobody's going to feel sorry for you. You got to continue to do the work.
Especially after the third and the fourth goal, where you had a chance and then they scored right away after that. Is it tough to stay focused and don't get frustrated?
That's part of our job. That's we're all used to it, know how to handle that by now. It's not ideal, but that's part of what we have to do, bounce back. And I thought we did a decent job of that tonight.
On a personal level, you're scoring on a goal tonight. Feels like you're at the right spot. You were always at the right spot. Is it a question of?
There's times where the pucks are going in, right, like they are right now. There's times where you're doing the same things and they're not. It's just like our game. It's all about the process, and I feel like I'm doing some good things. Doesn't mean that, you're always going to end up on the score sheet, but for now, it's I feel good about our game. I think as a line, we're playing some good hockey, but there's still areas to improve. No worries.
Thanks. Don't want to make you repeat yourself.
You're good.
But your line did well again tonight. You scored 2 big goals. The second one was quite special. Can you talk about that?
Thank you. Yeah, I think our line's been playing pretty well. I think we're working off each other pretty well, pushing the pace. Trying to be a difference maker of a line, and I think tonight getting caught on the wrong side of the first one and then being able to push back and get two. It was good, but got to find a way to, come out on the right side of these ones. And, we're trying, everyone in this room is trying. It's not, on one line or one guy, but I think we're close to flipping the switch here.
What's the frustrating part?
Thank you very much.
I think, we're doing our best to build it the right way right now. And, we're trying to stay patient in that approach. I think everyone is, but there's definitely some, frustration when you're not getting the results you want and feel like you're playing a decent game. Thought tonight was one of those nights. Come out on the wrong side of it, and you got to look to the next game and try not to, get too beat up by it.
Can you put a finger on what you guys are not doing well or what you guys are doing well during the game? You made it close.
Yeah, I think a lot of the time recently it's been it's been a mixture of things, but I think the mistakes that we're making have been costly. Mistakes we're making kind of end up being grade A chances for them, whereas other teams they maybe have more limited mistakes in the opportunities they're giving us. But we're learning and we're getting better.
Comme j'ai dit, on joue bien dans la plupart du temps, puis c'est juste des fois une erreur qui nous font mal.
Quand ça va mal comme ça, des fois, il faut s'accrocher à quelques éléments positifs. Trouves-tu que malgré tout, quand même, au moins ce soir, le sentiment d'urgence était là, vous n'avez pas abandonné?
Non, absolument. Comme j'ai dit, je pense qu'on travaille fort toute la soirée, c'est sûr. Dans notre zone, on a piqué, on a fait des bonnes choses. Puis même à la fin, les gars ont Newhook a joué un excellent match aussi. J'étais extrêmement rapide ce soir. Puis on a eu des bonnes chances, on a bien joué. Puis comme j'ai dit, c'est juste une erreur des fois qui nous fait mal. Mais je pense que l'effort était là encore ce soir.
Sam, merci.
First minute and a half, and kind of unlucky when you break a stick, but again, I thought that was our most complete game.
Made a good push at one point in the second, and sadly there was no penalty when Savard fell down. They scored right after. How tough was it to, you were right there
Yeah.
to equalize that game?
Yeah, it's I think it's something we're getting better at, but it's obviously an emotional game, and there's highs and lows in periods and games, and I think we found a way to bounce back there at least, and we stayed up because we knew we were playing well, and it seemed like everything we kind of gave them tonight, it went in, so it's a tough one.
Why do you feel it was your most complete game?
I just felt like there was no real lapses in, I didn't think they had, shift after shift of chances and ozone time. I felt like if they had one good shift, our next line was up and we brought it right back, and we had some good looks too, and throughout the whole game. So there wasn't time. Usually, I guess recently the second period's been a little tough for us, and I don't think that was the case at all tonight.
How would you say the team's mood right now? Is it more like frustration, desperation?
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say it's definitely frustration, but you have to look at the positives in this one, I think, and we were just talking about it. There's, I think, 68 games left, so if we play like that most nights, I think we're going to have a really good chance.
vous êtes battus pour revenir dans ce match-là, mais est-ce qu'en première période, ils ont marqué 2 buts, ils vous ont fait mal un peu là, en partant?
Ouais, ils ont été opportunistes, là, chance. J'ai aimé notre premier chiffre, notre deuxième chiffre. Puis on perd un bâton. Puis là, mais le 86, il y a la rondelle, c'est pas facile. Fait que un petit peu de malchance là. C'est sûr, c'est plate de perdre 2-0, mais j'ai quand même aimé notre première période. J'ai aimé comment on s'est battu en deuxième. Notre but, c'était de gagner cette deuxième période-là, puis on est allé chercher 2 gros buts. Collectivement, je trouve qu'on a passé beaucoup de temps dans la zone offensive. Les choses qu'on parle, ça paraît. Fait que, non, c'est sûr, le résultat il est plate et décevant. Mais on va regarder la vidéo et on va continuer.
Tu parlais justement du bâton cassé. Mais en deuxième période, vous faites une poussée incroyable, passez beaucoup de temps dans leur zone. Puis là, malheureusement, David Savard se fait accrocher ou tombe. Là. Peu importe comment tu peux appeler ça, puis bang!
Je trouve qu'ils ne nous ont pas aidés à soir.
Non, hein?
Non.
Jusqu'à quel point il faut que tu restes comme coach, mais comme équipe, je ne veux pas dire calme, mais à te dire qu'il faut continuer de batailler, puis de continuer, puis qu'à un moment donné, ça va tourner.
Oui, c'est une ligue pas facile. Fait on va rester calculé, travailler sur les choses qu'on a travaillées, mais il y a beaucoup de choses que je vois que j'aime beaucoup qui vont nous aider à flipper ça, puis mais qu'on le flippe, mais on va être dangereux, je pense.
Aussi, dans les points tournants, peut-être les buts 3 et 4, vous avez des chances en or de marquer, des répliques qui marquent tout de suite. As-tu l'impression que c'est de la malchance, mais la confiance qui est pas là, évidemment?
Un petit peu, comme je l'ai dit, on fait de très bonnes choses, on manque un petit peu de finition présentement.
La finition, penses-tu que ça a rapport avec le mindset des gars qui peuvent, dans une série de défaites comme ça,
Ça se peut. Oui, ça peut. C'est une ligue qui amène des moments pesants des fois pour les joueurs, c'est sûr, mais t'es à une game de flipper ça. Pour un joueur, t'es à un but de flipper ça. T'as vu un bon match de Newhook à soir. Fait que là, ça en a un qui va donner de la confiance, puis graduellement, on va continuer à aider les joueurs à trouver leur confiance.
Comment tu le trouves, justement, l'état d'esprit des gars à travers ça, à travers une séquence? Ce soir, Postgame, comment tu sens?
Non, écoute, je suis pas avec eux autres tout le temps, là, mais qu'est-ce que je vois? Je pense qu'on est encore dans une bonne place.
Un gars qui est dans une bonne place, c'est Brendan. Brendan, on dirait que soir après soir, il est dans le trafic. T'es-tu quand même, je ne veux pas utiliser le mot surpris, parce qu'on l'a vu l'an passé aussi faire des belles choses, mais t'es-tu surpris que là, c'est pas juste un soir, c'est pas juste
moi, je pense que depuis que je suis ici, c'est une évolution pour Gallagher. Puis il est intelligent, il joue en dedans de nos principes, il les comprend, puis il tourne ses touches en quelque chose de positif.
Il y a une semaine et demie, là, quand vous donniez 8 buts, 6 buts, 7 buts, le sentiment d'urgence semblait moins présent. À quel point ça te rassure de voir que dans les 3 derniers matchs ce soir aussi, le sentiment d'urgence reste là jusqu'à la fin?
Non, j'ai pas... le monde me demande si... je suis concerné ou...
Inquiet.
Je suis inquiet. Honnêtement, comment qu'on joue, je suis pas inquiet, ça va tourner. Je t'inquiète un petit peu pour la confiance de certains joueurs, mais c'est correct, on va travailler là-dessus. Mais côté collectif, je suis pas inquiet.
Are you saying that because you need to say that to keep the psyche of this group
No,
in the right place?
I mean, go rewatch the game. Go rewatch the game if you want. I felt good about the way we played tonight.
Jake called it the most complete effort of the season.
I thought so from the start. And I know we're down 2, get a broken stick. You know, we turn the puck over, kind of a bouncer, you know, that creates their second goal. You know, I think I felt we didn't get much help. You know, I'll leave it at that. But we didn't get maybe a bounce here and there. But I mean, the engagement and the work and the intentions are right where I want them to be. We're just not getting rewarded right now, and that's okay. We're going to keep going, and we're going to try to find maybe some answers for some players that may be fighting it, and we're going to keep working on a collective game. But I think that's in a good place.
What's the difference? What would make this a win? What would turn a game like this into a win?
finishing on some of our chances, not have to kill two penalties in the third period. Maybe getting a power play in the third period. It's a combination.